Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
God, fucking Steve's already got me laughing before the fucking stream even starts. God damn it. I just read the last part. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, we got to start making comments. All right, so we already got Aang looks like he's kind of startled by the fire and might be hitting the back of Tifa's head, or fire might be hitting the back of his head. Storm looks like she wants to grab Tifa's ass. She has good taste. Hoshi might be grabbing Tifa's ass. And, of course, Kilton playing the nope, wasn't me. I was just thinking it. My hands have been here the whole time. Hello, Hunty, Steve, Joshua. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, Mr. TV Head. How's everybody doing? Did you have a good week with your cocks back on now?
I mean, my internet's working, so yeah.
Because I'm a fucking child. What's wrong with your cocks? Nothing. My cocks is just fine.
Anyway,
is that gonna fucking would that demonetize me? I just said Cox. I'm talking about internet service. Cox, cable TV provider. You know,
there you go. You clarified.
And locating Cox.
Which, so before we start, I was showing these to Kilton earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and show these off to you guys.
Oh, let's get you lots got full screen. So there you go. Show them off, baby.
Hey,
show
everyone.
us what you got. Show me. Yes.
What's up, everyone? I purchased a new lightsaber, and
seeing Lofty's face. You saw Lofty Pixel's face. I'm sorry.
I don't know who that is. So
has worse takes than I do. Bad take central, like mega super bad take central.
Anyway.
So
a long time ago, when I was
a galaxy far, far away.
Exactly. When I was
you can't say that.
When I was a youngling,
just a
and
bad
I didn't have adult money.
I did.
I had like minimum wage money because I wasn't making the money that I make now. I bought the cheapest version from Ultra Saber. This here lightsaber. It's an old lightsaber. It's got it's a battery system instead of a charging like computer board system, and it's a simple little turn on blue lightsaber. That it is also it is.
See, he's got money. I still use the leftover paper roll from wrapping paper.
Yeah. So
may Schwartz be with you.
But you see, this is also baselit, meaning it gets like less bright when you get to the end.
And now
this was my very first lightsaber that I bought. Out of focus. There we go. And you gotta hold the button to turn it off. Now, this next lightsaber I had bought for cosplay that we hadn't done, that me and my buddy haven't done.
My air conditioner on.
Someone's touching his thermostat, apparently. Now, this lightsaber is Darth Revan's lightsaber. I also bought this from Ultra Saber a couple of years back. Me and a friend were supposed to be doing Darth Revan and Darth Bane cosplay. Not Darth Bane, the other Darth something. I don't remember what. Now, it doesn't have any sound, but it does turn on.
But it's pretty. I'm trying to shill for Theory Sabers for him. I sent him the link to Theory Sabers.
Yes, the Theory Sabers. If you want to prove that your lightsaber quality is better than Ultra Saber, it's a pretty good lightsaber. You could sponsor us and send us a lightsaber to advertise for
Star Wars Theory is not going to be sponsoring anybody, but they're good.
Shush.
They're good.
We might get a sponsor. Who knows? Oh yeah, it's super bright, but it is also base lit. So the further you get down as well, it is now. This is a newer saber, so the light hasn't diminished as much as my original saber. So it's still pretty bright no matter what. But
yes, I've been watching the Star Grift a lot more
now
with Mahler, Star Wars Theory, and now with fucking RK with Ryan Kennel. You want to talk about 3 highly different? Give me a fucking second, will you?
No.
You want to talk about 3 different personalities talking about Star Wars? It is fucking fantastic. 3 different viewpoints. Just it's fantastic. Love it.
Okay. Anyway, so this new saber just got is more customizable. I will be buying new parts to customize it, but this is my new saber. From, I believe the link I sent you was RX Saber. This is not an Ultra Saber. Now, what this is different is not baselit. In fact, it is pixel blade, so the lights are actually inside the blade the whole way, like all the way to the top. So when I ignite it, let me just turn it on.
Oh, turn down your volume, folks. That thing lights up your fucking ears, man.
It is loud.
Shit. It is very loud. You can hold it further away from the microphone if you like.
There. See? And it does change color too. And it stays ignited the whole way up. There's a string of lights inside of it. Now, I won't reveal what this lightsaber is for because it's personal, but I am going to be customizing.
Oh, we're going to reveal all kinds of shit when it gets closer. You gotta talk. Oh, come on.
I'll release the video.
We'll release. You don't have to release a video, but man, come on, it's so cool. We got to talk about it later.
Well, you know what? We'll keep.
We don't have to talk about. No. When everything is confirmed and scheduled and everything's solidified, then yeah, I want to talk about it.
So another cool thing about this lightsaber is that I don't have to press the power button to turn it on. All I have to do is, and it turns on.
I started following Stargrift because of Mauler. Iron Candle was just a bonus.
Those are my sabers.
Why am I not surprised? I mean, technically,
it is not a sex thing, Steve.
I mean, you can get. Technically,
don't give into. Don't give into the Steve's thing. It is not a sexual thing.
No, not a sexual thing. A sex thing.
Oh no.
Leads to a sex thing.
Don't spoil anything.
Yes, anyway, we know lightsaber dildos are out there.
I mean, she does cosplay with me when we go to conventions.
You've shown a couple of pictures. Like wasn't she a Catwoman?
Yeah. Hold on, I can pull up.
Gonna show it again. See if I can find Tifa's titties again. So you actually don't know what's going on. The bullshit, like all the
dude. I don't.
Oh, you don't.
I don't look up. I don't look for stuff like you do.
Which one, Hunty? Skoosh.
This is a cosplay shoot we did a while back as Batman and Catwoman. That at the time was my girlfriend. Now it's my fiance. This is probably our favorite photo together that we have. As you notice, I unfortunately
pretty fucking awesome.
Had to shave my beard to do this. Let's see, what other cosplays did we do together?
Superman.
We did Morticia.
Cool. That is.
We did Morticia and Adam Gomez. We did we did some. This is from my dress up darling.
Aren't they so disgustingly cute?
Oh yeah, this is my cat.
Meow. Sorry.
How dare you? That's my precious little boy.
Oh my goodness. So Final Fantasy VII. Let's see. Hold on. Tifa. So you haven't heard about them sneaking in a patch into the Final Fantasy VII remake to cover up Tifa's cleavage?
No. Why would they do that? Those are some of her biggest assets.
Well, okay, so it's a little. So there's a lot of ways to look at it, and I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to see I want to see your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts because I like all kinds of different thoughts. I just got to find the right fucking thoughts. Well, so little backstory. It is from the flashback in Final Fantasy VII Remake to when Tifa. Like one of the complaints is Tifa's 15 years old. That's one of the defenses. And which like, okay, maybe, yeah. One of the arguments against it is it's a 4-year-old game, and they tried to sneak the censorship patch in without telling anyone.
I didn't look, I played the game through and through. I played it two times on normal mode and then hard mode. I didn't see any inappropriate cleavage for young Tifa. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I played it from the beginning.
So let's go ahead and Kale. Hey, it's Sayel. How the fuck do you pronounce his name? Fuck. Anyway, share screen. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the before and after. So the character of Tifa is supposed to be 15 years old, showing off, you make your own decision.
I mean,
so they snuck in a little patch to cover it up right there to try. Now, Sony claimed, or Squeenix claimed that it was to bring the outfit more in line with Rebirth or whatever the fuck, not Rebirth. One of the other games, and of course, there's so many. It's a back and forth thing. Now, I'm of mind. You did it. I don't care. It doesn't affect. My whole thing is, does it affect the gameplay? No. Cool. Moving on. The number one problem that I see in all this is the company decided to sneak in a little patch without telling anyone, regardless of what it was for, that changed the look of one of the characters, which is censorship, regardless of what it's like. Doesn't matter. Will they do it again? Like, and the whole thing is like it's after they collected the money. After they collected the money.
Rebirth was the not the remake. That was the second. That was the secondary story.
Rebirth came out today. No, Rebirth is the one that came out today.
Oh yeah. No, I got to pick that game up. I'm going to be streaming that too.
There was one between. Yeah, well, I mean, I'd be streaming it now. If I was smart, I'd have fucking scheduled it down. Anyway. Because I'm still going.
Man, I still have to stream Grand Blue Fantasy, this game, the Elden Ring DLC, and Dragon's Dogma 2. I might just play. I don't know. I might just play one of those on my own.
That. I'm kind of playing. I wanted the Pacific Drive. I was going to stream that, but I've been playing it. And it's a lot of fun, but it's very lonely. So I should have just started streaming it so people can come and hang out and see the foolishness. There's a lot of arguments going back and forth. Like one side says she's 15. Is that really a hill you're going to die on? To which the other side says you didn't have a problem with it before, and you didn't know she was 15 before. So why is it all of a sudden a problem now? There's a lot of arguments going back and forth. But what everyone seems to be forgetting, I know the anti-censorship side, the ones that are smart, the number one thing they should be bringing up, and I brought it up in my last video, is again. The company got all your money, okay? And then they changed the game. They censored the game. What's to stop them from doing this again? Let's say they get all the money in for Rebirth. They get all the monies, the $70 here and there, $100 here and there for the big fucking fancy special editions. And then 2 months down the line, they sneak in a patch to cover up, adult Tifa's tatas. So that is censorship. That is puritanical bullshit censorship.
So what I'm hearing is people bought the game. Some people weren't happy, so to quell the people who were being unhappy, they censored it real quick without trying and hoping nobody would notice.
4-year-old game. No, they censored a 4-year-old game.
Wait, Rebirth, the one that just came out?
No. They did not. Remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
This flashback is from the first game.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I played that game. I don't remember. I don't know. It's been a while since I played the game.
Steve, help me out. I'm almost positive it is from the first game, or
because I don't think they really tapped that much into Cloud's memories.
Or was it? Oh, god damn it! Let's see. 8 GB update. Never mind. Blah blah blah. Of course, you don't remember that part. Yeah, because whatever. What? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. It's from the remake, and they added an update that just censors Tifa's cowgirl outfit before and after the update. So, like, I can see all sides of it, but again, my number one. Let's see. It's in a flashback that deals with Sephiroth, so you aren't paying attention for assets. But
yeah, I know
they censored a scene in a 4-year-old game. What's to stop them from? Oh, I don't know.
Okay, this was in the final act. Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember this. I remember this scene. Okay, yeah, yep. That's where Sephiroth cuts the bridge out. Okay.
So my question is, let's say so many months. What's to stop them from censoring this scene? I'm never quick. No, they're not. I'm never quick to push this word based on a single event, because what you have to understand, Squeenix decided to release this little lovely, wonderful, fantastic beach scene, and then a week later they censored this one scene in an old game. So why would they like? It has me a little torn. They put this scene out. They put this little snippet when they're Costa del Sol beach to try and power off, turn your vibrator off. They push this out to get people hyped, to get people excited, to maybe show off, hey, look, we're not going to censor the wonderful things that gamers, juvenile gamers really like, and girl gamers like them too. We all love attractive people. At the same time, how can you not be concerned that they could just patch this out whenever they want to? Let's say somebody else gets in charge of their ethics committee and says, I'm sorry, you're showing too much booty and cleavage on Tifa. We got to stop it. What's to stop them? That's the concern I would have, instead of, Harbin. It's like, oh my God, you censored this. Like, she's 15. Don't use that, The hill that I'll die on is what's to stop them from doing this later.
I don't know.
Everything lame and gay. I mean, would it really be bad if Tifa was... Anyway. I mean, she probably is already Rule 34 on the internet. So. Tifa and Eric... Okay, we're not going to sidetrack. I'm not going to let my brain get sidetracked into the gutter.
Just go watch the Italy conference.
No. No. Oh, God. Desexualizing women. Let's hope fighting back against the desexualization of women is something I'm in favor of. We need attractive women, sexy women. Like, on one hand, we're gonna get into X-Men 97, but in this situation, I'm not ready to condemn the game because of that one scene based on what they said.
The game was fantastic, regardless.
Oh, no, the first game was fantastic, so I'm looking forward to this one. As with Heel versus Babyface is playing it right now, and if there's any shenanigans afoot, I have no doubt that he will rant the fuck off about it.
Who?
As channel Heel versus Babyface. Yeah, he has no problem ranting. He's the one. Did you hear anything about fucking pronouns? Oh wait, here, I'll give you hold on real quick. You're gonna buckle the fuck in, folks. Ready? God damn it. Is there no fucking audio? Hold on. There's no audio. Are you serious? There's no fucking audio with this? Okay, was there no audio with that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
God damn it. I fucked that up. Anyway, that was Instead, they keep serving him up this gay shit. Hunty, always coming in with the hit. Hunty, I'm a straight woman. I'd rather see attractive women in games and movies over the slogs they put in recently. Yes. They made Aloy look like Nikocado avocado. Okay. And then what was the other one? That gloriously fucking hideous thing. Fuck, I can't remember the game. Jesus Christ. Why can't I remember the game?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I know you don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Gonna attractive. What's the game? Oh God! A right-wing commentator has complained that the main female character in a new video game is unattractive. Like, you have to be right-wing to be attracted to women, right? You got to be right-wing. If you like this, if you want more of this in your video games, well, you're a filthy right-wing conservative. Like, hold on.
So what? I guess we like women.
Wait. Let me say that again, because it just hit. I just got hit in the brain with what I just fucking said. If you want sexy, attractive women, then you're obviously a right-wing conservative. Do you realize how much that does not make sense and how much that breaks my fucking brain? A conservative. By definition, conservatives would be against this. Am I wrong? A progressive is the one that would prefer more, sexual exploration and sexual freedom. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, in public, they would be against this. In the bedroom, behind closed doors, they're all for it. You can't.
Fable, this ugly, hideous fucking monstrosity. Hold on.
Man, I love. I don't know about the new game, but I love the original Fable. I know I've said it before.
Give me don't worry. Don't worry, I'll show you.
You've shown this before. I remember I remember this.
I know, and I'm going to show it again.
You have a whole video dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm. This beauty. This, like, why? I mean, why? They gave MJ the jaw of a fucking Chad almost in the new Spider-Man. Like, what is so wrong with wanting attractive women, attractive men, attractive characters in your video games? Why is this such a bad thing? And if you don't like it, well, you're just an istophobe. You're a fucking incel. Like, fuck off, man. But what are your thoughts on the whole censorship? 15-year-old, could they do it again? You got any thoughts on that?
I mean, don't sexualize children, clearly.
Yep.
But
I'm always against that.
I mean, they did. I don't really. I hate to say it, but I have seen far worse in real life than just a low-cut T-shirt on a girl in a video game. Unfortunately, I have seen children at the beach wearing very revealing swimsuits. So that I don't really find that offensive, honestly. Also, it's a video game character. She doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not I'm not promoting the sexualization of children. But again, I don't really care about it, honestly. If they want to censor it, that's their game to censor it, sure. But
would that make you wary of purchasing the next video game that they put out if they're going to censor something?
If it's something minor like that, I honestly don't give a shit. The story was good. The gameplay was good. It was a solid, great game. If all they did was raise the cut of her T-shirt by a few centimeters or a few inches, well, let's be fair, a few feet, given Tifa's assets,
considering those massive, Anyway,
I honestly don't care. It didn't affect the fucking game at all.
True.
The game. If something minor like that, if it's something like major, like if they're censoring if they make it to where I can't turn I know Final Fantasy doesn't really have a lot of blood, but let's just say it did. If they prevented me from I like to play gory games sometimes. I play God of War. So it's like, if they do shit like that, like turn now some games give you the option to turn it on and off, but if they force it away from you after they give it to you, that's again, it's a small thing. That's another small thing, but as long as honestly,
but it's censorship.
It's their game.
So that's true, but where do you draw the line? What would stop you ultimately from purchasing the product?
If they changed, so if I bought the game,
if
I bought the game, the only thing that would change it is if I bought it and then I got used to how it played and they did something to fuck with it, like an update, and they changed how it played, that might stop me from playing it. All in all, though, like I said, it didn't really bother. I haven't played that game, and once I platinumed it, I didn't bother.
God damn.
What fucking talking about? I platinum Dark Souls.
No, I know.
Platinum Elden Ring.
All right.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah. No, I understand where you're coming from. There's a lot of people out there that only they care about. It's like, you do whatever the fuck you want to. I'm looking for the gameplay and the story. Don't fuck with that. And and I understand that point of view. But a lot of people are on the side of give an inch and they want to take a mile. Where do you stop them? Stop them now, or they're gonna keep going and keep going and keep going until we're living in some sort of puritanical bullshit in entertainment. Which, please, no. So Joshua says, I'll tell you why I killed it, because everybody and everything has been pussified, and men are no longer men anymore, and women are no longer women anymore, and children are being indoctrinated. I can't. It would be difficult for me to disagree with you on that one, based on everything, all the bullshit coming out of entertainment. Men are no longer masculine. It's the pendulum is swinging. The pendulum is swinging.
Play God of War until.
Well, we're talking about in general, not in video games.
Oh, I thought they were talking about in video games. I'm saying that is literally like God of
are more into feminine men. Actually, there's a lot of women on Twitter and on social media complaining about where are all the masculine men. It's like, bitch, you cucked them all. You turned them in the fucking manscaping and all this. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen. Hypnotic went on a rant. That fucker's cutting into my time. God damn it, Hypno. Anyway, why he got to go streaming? I won't go fuss at him. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there that's like, where do you draw the line? So,
again, so long as it's nothing like if it doesn't change the story of Final Fantasy VII, which this game is 4 years old. So if anyone needs a spoiler alert, God forbid, I don't know where the fuck you've been doing. I guess, like I said, he says living under a rock. This is technically a sequel to the original 7.
No, it's a branching. It's a branching in the timeline. So here's the way.
Here's the theory. Okay, this is why everybody thinks it's a sequel. Is that because Sephiroth can clearly fuck with time. Because the time wraiths in the game.
Ooh.
He's trying to undo his loss from the original thing.
You think he's the one responsible for it? Because
wasn't
he fighting alongside?
No, Sephiroth.
We're going to talk about more fun things for a minute.
No, Sephiroth is the big bad of the game.
He's the big bad of the first game, but is he the big bad in this game?
Probably, yeah.
Or is he just kind of there? So the way I see it,
at the end of the first game, in the original, he fused with the planet when he fell into the core. After Cloud impaled him with the Buster Sword, which he should not be having a lower half with Cloud put the Buster Sword through his spine.
No,
that's
a lot of people, when the game came out, a lot of people were up in arms with their torches and pitchforks about this isn't a remaster. It's not a remake. I said, well, they never said it was a remaster. After playing it, I absolutely loved it, even though it was linear as fuck. Hopefully Rebirth will not be so linear.
Well, remember the first game ended as they were about to walk out into the world of the planet. So hopefully it'll be more open world. Because you should at least be getting the vehicle soon after you fight the snake. So that's That's usually what you do. Is you go to the little chocobo farming village, and you go fight the snake. You don't have to fight the snake, but you could use the chocobo to run past the snake. But I said, fuck that. Huh?
I want to go buy it now. I want to fuck off at the stream. No, I'm not going to. Anyway, what it looks like is there's something fucking with the timeline, trying to change things, and you think it's Sephiroth.
No. Oh no.
You believe it's Sephiroth, right?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely Sephiroth. He's the only one he's the only one who can interact with them. Because if you noticed, so like I hate to say it because it's a reference everybody's gonna get.
TVA.
No, not the TVA.
Oh, those Dementors are totally the TVA.
No, they're the Spider-Verse people. They're trying to make sure canon events happen.
Yeah, they're the fucking TVA. They're trying to put the timeline back in order.
Use what you
okay. Honestly, you were using a less nonsensical, even though it's still a nonsensical example. They're bullshit. They're both shit examples.
Point is, the Wraiths are going in there and making sure the events of the first game happen, and no one's able to stop them except for Sephiroth because he can kill them. From what I've seen, the 3 rebels didn't die. So Biggs, Jess, and what's the third one's name? Oh, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember anybody's name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the 3 people, they're supposed to die in Act 1, and they all live.
They all lived. So the timeline is fucked up.
Also, we saw that Zach also lives too.
Yes. I am very interested to see where the story is going. Because the idea that something or someone is fucking with the timeline to try to change things around, and these Dementors are coming in to try and fix things, it's like, okay, how is the game going to play out? But
there's also another theory that Sephiroth is going to stop himself from killing Aerith.
I did see a picture of a scene that looks like Aerith by the pool. So it's like, oh God, what are you going to do?
Because Aerith purposely sacrificed. She knew she was going to die. She sacrificed herself so her spirit could become one with the planet to stop Sephiroth. And it basically keeps Sephiroth. So Sephiroth is like the core. He's connected to the core of the planet, but his spirit is not fully connected to the planet because he's only partially an ancient, whereas Aerith is a full ancient. So when she dies, she connects with the planet and is able to repel Sephiroth, and that's what basically stops him from winning. I mean, yes, the other team helped out too because they did the physical side where she did the spiritual side. So Sephiroth is trying to go back and correct himself. So there's a possibility that Aerith is not going to die in this game.
I haven't skipped it, Hunty. I'm going to go back to it. Steve saying, I kind of feel like it should be said that getting upset about pixel animated boobies, titties, being hinted at and claiming she's underage, but not being upset about violence prawn on this. At the same time is kind of hypocritical. And what you have to realize, I'm sure you know this as well as I do, Steve. It's always been like that. Any sort of sexuality or nudity or anything like that, along with foul language, that is verboten. However, all the violence you want, especially on the nightly news or on primetime television, violence, fighting, all this other stuff, car chases, gunfights. Oh, that's perfectly all right. We can desensitize the fuck out of you. But heaven forbid you say the F word or see the side of a woman's titty. Can't happen. Not allowed. I'm sorry. And it's been like that for as long as you and I have been fucking alive. But yes, Hunty, I did not forget you. I'm sorry. If he's messing with the timeline and made a new one, then it could be that the branching timelines they might have 2 Sephiroths, which of course, I mean, if that what you had talked about, he's going back to try and stop himself.
Okay. Also, by the way, just to let you know,
the one tied to the new timeline and the big bad Sephiroth we know.
Hold on. There's also other claims to back this up.
Right.
Has anyone here seen the movie?
I have not.
There's a movie that is a direct sequel to the game.
Sexualizing children is bad.
It takes place like 5 years after the original game ends. Sephiroth is actually able to come back through his followers. Like there's like these 3 followers, and then the people who were the robe people that say reunion. You don't remember that, do you?
I didn't watch the movie.
No. They were in the game. They were in the original game. The black hooded robe figures.
Oh my God! Wait.
Avid children. Yes, Hunty, you're correct.
Okay.
Advent children. So there's these people who basically worship Sephiroth like a god, and because he's kind of like Freddy Krueger. So long as you remember him, he can't physically die. He can't permanently be killed. He will always come back. And he was if he's been at the core of the planet, harvesting what's it called? The life stream. Basically mana or he could, and they have time. Remember, they have chrono magic in Final Fantasy. Like they have Stappa. I'm pretty sure, or is that Kingdom Hearts? I'm pretty sure Stappa is.
Well, see, when you're talking about the robed figures, I think of Kingdom Hearts.
No. So yeah, that's the Organization 13 robes. But there are robed figures in Final Fantasy 7. They're called the they keep saying Reunion because Reunion is Sephiroth's return.
Okay.
Because you remember Cloud killed Sephiroth in his memories, or not his memories, but when he was younger, and then Sephiroth still came back. He comes back through his people. So if he can find a way to like fuck with time, which they have time magic already in the game, there's why. So there are multiple Sephiroths in the Advent Children because even though they fight Sephiroth and they kill him, another version of him just pops up because it doesn't fight, but because this version is less powerful. But there has always been more than one Sephiroth because the main body of Sephiroth is in the planet, and so long as people remember him or he has followers and he has connections to them, because all life is connected through the life stream, he can pop up anywhere in the world he wants. That's why you're able to see mirages of him. Like if you go back and play, because I recently played the original Final Fantasy VII when they re-released it on PS5 for the remake.
I have it on my PlayStation. I want to replay it.
There's like a whole bunch of scenes where like Sephiroth just appears out of nowhere, and then he like fades through walls because he can make himself appear anywhere he wants, so long as someone who's around, as far as I know, who knows of him, as long as you have a memory of him. That's why he always says he'll never just be a memory. He can't really die because he's connected to the planet. So, and he is literally one of the most powerful people in this particular version of Final Fantasy, because every Final Fantasy is a different universe. Like Final Fantasy 1 through 16. It's all different universes. And we've also had time manipulation stories, and I think it was in Final Fantasy 10. That was a time manipulation story. And time magic, Square Enix has never been like afraid to fuck with time magic. What is it? Because like, I mean, hell, they started off doing what, Chrono Trigger? Or is that a different company?
Good question.
Did Square Enix make Chrono Trigger? Hold on,
I'm looking up right now. Platforms, designers, developers. It's Square Enix. Yep.
Yeah. So they're not afraid to fuck with timeline message, like time stories. So if someone as powerful as Sephiroth, who could literally so also there's another theory. It's never been proven. You know Sephiroth's ultimate move, Supernova, right? So the theory is that Sephiroth doesn't actually take you. So whenever he hits you with that, he doesn't cause the meteor to hit the sun and cause it to explode. The theory is that he takes you and travels you to the distant future when the supernova actually occurs. And that's when you get hit by it. And then he brings you back if you don't die from it. Like he brings you back to the current timeline for the fighting. So the theory is that he's always been able to manipulate time as it is.
Yes, Joshua. They're trying to. That's what we're fighting against. Well, something Joshua brought up. I want to talk about it. Wokies and left-wing stereotypes want to rewrite everything in what they believe could serve a betterment for whatever society they want it to be. And yeah, I can agree with that. They think they know what's best. It's like, is it incompetence or malice? They say that never attribute to malice what can be explained through stupidity. But I think it's a bunch of sadistic individuals trying to manipulate others around them, gaslight them essentially into, I guess, I don't know, changing everybody's way of thinking. Definitely hubris. It is definitely hubris. Just arrogance, hubris. Just, I'm better than you, so you have to listen to what I say. It's like, no, fuck off. So, and that's where where do you draw the line? That's where that comes into play. Water Doggo, huh? Monster Rancher was fantastic. I had so many fucking CDs that with words on them. Like all the CDs I had, me and my ex-wife, we would take a marker and put down the monster that we would get off that CD. Like we went through so many fucking CD. Monster Rancher was awesome.
You mean the anime?
No, the PS2 game.
Oh, I only ever watched the anime.
No, PlayStation 1 game. PlayStation 1 game. Right? PlayStation 1, because you were able to open up, like, while you were playing Monster Rancher, if you wanted to breed a monster, you could take any CD, DVD, or whatever, and you would open up the PlayStation, take the Monster Rancher disc out, put your new disc in, close it, and it would scan the disc, and you would get a creature out of it. Yeah. Yes. And like people all over the internet, like what little of it was at the time, you'd find whatever like Newsnet forums were out there. They had lists. What's up, Axel? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. You'd find out they would have lists of, okay, you can get this best creature of this one from this CD or this DVD. It's like, oh, it was wild. It was so much fun. I wonder how they would do a game like that today.
With like kind of similar how Nintendo does the amiibos, probably.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Oh dear, what did Steve say? My buddy Paul always annoyed me because he'd always have golems he'd train up on strength and brow smash. They never hit that often, but could tank damage and only had to hit once. Yeah, I enjoyed Monster Rancher. So I'm going to I will be picking up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
As will I.
Probably this weekend. And yeah, I'll let everybody know what I think.
I still got to finish Grand Blue Fantasy, so before I even begin to play Final Fantasy Rebirth, then I'm gonna have to finish that. I might just play Grand Blue Fantasy on my own time, though. Just enjoy it for myself.
Yeah, I know when for Final Fantasy VII Remake, they would not allow you to stream the end of the game.
Yeah, because they don't want to release spoilers.
I would love to pick up Tifa, or at least help pick her up. I would, yeah. Anyway,
she would throw you out of Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, yeah, but it would be
and you would enjoy it.
It'd be a fun trip. So, the other thing, before we are going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. We are going to talk about it.
I mean, I could talk about more about Final Fantasy VII. I love that series.
I did enjoy it. It was one of the first games that I spent 100 hours on the game before I beat it.
Did you ever beat Ruby Weapon?
No.
You never beat Ruby Weapon?
I think my ex-wife did. I never got it. My ex-wife did on her save.
That fight was a cunt.
So, X-Men 97. I'm going to watch it. I'm curious what you've heard about the nonsense.
The only thing I've heard is that people are bitching that Rogue's ass got shrunk. But the thing is, from what I've seen people play the episode they're referring to where her ass is big. Like a few frames later, it's flat again.
It's normal again. There's a few other people that have brought that up online. You're showing off one screenshot from a single trailer versus this one scene that is the only scene that people can reference. It's like that is the one scene, that is the meme scene from the original X-Men that shows Rogue's ass nice and peachy. The other thing people are talking about is Rogue's uniboob. The idea that essentially she has a less skin tight uniform.
So
in X-Men 97,
that looks pretty skin tight to me.
Well, in the original, you could see straight down cleavage plus the fucking rib cage. You could like see the dent of her sternum and her bottom rib cage.
I don't give a shit as long as the story is good. I don't give a fuck.
Again, well, people see it as a red flag. This is
hold on, Josh. I gotta ask you. So Rogue is from Louisiana. No, Gambit's from Louisiana. Rogue's from Mississippi, right?
No idea.
Point is, look, I'm gonna tell you this now. Me and Kilton are from the South. We're down here in the good old southern states of Louisiana.
Yeah, don't even fucking try. Don't talk like some stupid fucking hick country plantation motherfucker. Oh Jesus God Almighty.
Point is, the women down here, if they have a booty like that, 9 times out of 10, they don't have a figure like Rogues. Okay, so a flat ass is what you're gonna get most of the time.
Booty's coming all shapes and sizes. It's all good. But like I said, it's something that people have brought up as a red flag. Now, for me, I'm not going to see one thing and write a show off. And then everything came out about morph. Did you hear about that?
You told me.
Morph being non-binary. It's like, stop.
It's the same bullshit they pull with Mystique in that new comic book with her being both Nightcrawler's mother and father.
She's Nightcrawler's father. Like, okay, that hurts my head, but the idea of so red flag again. But then also what some of the nonsense that Bo DeMeo has brought up. They wanted to see how my lived experience as a black gay man and how I could use that experience in the stories. It's like, nobody wants to see that. Sorry. Nobody gives a fuck about your personal life. Nobody wants you to fucking insert yourself into the story. They want the X-Men. Fuck off with all that shit. Sorry. Okay. So that personally, that's the biggest red flag for me. Then you come with the ideological buzzwords, bullshit buzzwords for a character that it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary before. It's not necessary now.
Is that supposed to be Morph's
that's Morph.
Neutral form now?
Yep. That's Morph's neutral form instead of the dude with the black hair in the original cartoon. Yep. So people got a little upset about it. And of course, they were called toxic, misogynist, man, baby, istophobes, and all that other shit. Same thing with when the people commented about Rogue. Now, the latest, I think this is from the prequel comic that they're putting out. And we have here Storm in a fucking pantsuit.
Okay. I don't see why that's a big deal, honestly. That looks something that an African queen would wear, honestly.
It looks like something a businesswoman would wear with the shoulder pads. People talking about how she looks like a linebacker. She had wider shoulders. It's like, tell me you don't know what a pantsuit on a woman's shoulder, what the shoulder pads on a pantsuit are.
I mean, that is literally what a woman of importance, especially. I have seen a lot of African women wear that suit, not that suit, but like that style. That doesn't bother me. And she is literally royalty, by the way. So she has.
Hold on. Is she royalty in X-Men in the '97 series?
Yes. Whether or not she's married to T'Challa, she is considered a goddess in other parts of Africa. They worship. She's not royalty. She's a god to them. So, we're married to him or not, godship is still, I would consider that a version of royalty. No, he is a mercenary.
We'll get to an X-Man or part of the X-Men.
No, he's not a mutant.
Oh, no, he's not a mutant.
Deadpool is a mutate.
I want to get to Steve's comment. Tell me you've never seen the 80s and 90s shoulder pad suits without saying those words. It's like all that looks like. It's like, okay, that looks like the shoulder pads. Like my ex-girlfriend had it. My ex-wife had it. She had business suits. She had to wear business suits for a couple of her jobs. So it's like,
do people expect her to walk around her X-Men suit the entire time?
Well, of course. I see this as like, okay, is there a reason she's wearing it? Is this a one-off? But then some of the other scenes where Storm is wearing her Murphy Brown. There you go. Murphy Brown was awesome. Anyway, where she's in her costume, and I'm sorry, the titties, they're there in all their glory, the hips and everything. And I'm going to wait. I am going to acknowledge the red flags, because to ignore them would be foolish. And also, are we going to give Disney the benefit of the doubt? That was a rhetorical question, because we all know the answers. No. I haven't seen, I think somebody commented on the video I did. I don't think I've seen anybody complaining so much about her mohawk.
No, she's had that in many iterations of Storm.
And I love it. I kind of dig it. I think it's hot. But I think Storm's hot, But anyway, I think the character, strong black female. Yeah.
Storm has always been one of my favorite X-Men.
Awesome. Oh God. Oh, wait. There's another article I want to talk about, because you don't know who Gail Simone is. That's an ignorant cunt. But an article trying to claim that with Rogue, becoming the leaders of the X-Men, that apparently people are complaining about it, even though I haven't seen anybody complain. Rogue and Kitty Pryde will be leading the X-Men again, and apparently there's negative reactions about it. It's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody's complaining about that.
Wait. So Scott stepping down?
Oh, I don't know. It's just in the future, Kitty Pryde and Rogue are going to be the leaders of X-Men again. So I was like, okay. But I'm still going to watch the show. I'm still want to see. Yeah, I heard what Hypnotic said. She looks like a linebacker. It's like, no. Anyway, yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, I disagree with Hypnotic on a few of his takes. I can't follow him anymore. I can't spectate his live streams anymore, because we have to be an echo chamber. Hoshi. Every channel I follow, I have to agree with them 100%. Otherwise, I'm not allowed to follow them, right? Anyway.
No, I don't agree with a lot of channels I watch.
You probably don't agree with a lot of bullshit that I do.
Real shit, y'all.
Real shit,
y'all. Sometimes I'll watch one of his videos when I'm at work, like just I'm bullshitting around at work, and he'll get something wrong. I will call him.
Oh yeah, he's done that.
Hey, man, you got this. I just want to let you know you got this, and that wrong.
Oops.
And I'll tell him why he got it wrong, and granted, it's not really so much a difference of opinion, but I will correct him. And if he disagrees, then I'll just like, okay, whatever. I'll hit you with the facts. Do what you will with that.
Yeah. That's like women in shoulder pads. That was a massive style. That was a big fucking style.
Women still wear shoulder pads.
Yeah, I know. And it's fucking, well, I'm not going to say I dislike it. I just, it is what it is. I guess in a business setting, trying to see women in business settings, in business who's working in law firms and offices and everything, it's been like that forever, because it's that stupid fucking idea that, you have to have the strong shoulders like men. It's like, no, the fuck you don't. You just have to be good at your job. But it's a stigma that is stuck around way too fucking long.
I mean, also it's like their version of wearing the suit. It's a business thing, really, more than anything.
Yeah,
it makes you look official,
more professional. Yeah,
professional.
It's just,
it's the suit that you wear in fucking a business attire, honestly. So I don't see it as anything major or important.
Yes, I can't disagree with that. I do love ladies with nice, long, beautiful hair, but I like the mohawk. It's specifically on Storm. I think it fits her character, her power set, and I just, man, it's like when Monica Rambeau was Miss Marvel, and she had that, like, back in the 80s with the black and white costume and the afro. That was hot. think I'm revealing a little something about my taste, and I've never dated a black woman. Not for lack of trying, but anyway. Where were we? Rogue's hot. Storm's hot. Anyway, they're make-believe characters. Thank you, artists. We should definitely be thanking the artists for giving us such glorious things. And this whole idea of people complaining, it's like, why are you sexualizing women? Because nobody's complaining about sexualizing men, because that's okay. The idea, the lack of understanding that sex sells.
So actually, me and my friend John, not Russo, the other John, that we're talking about that today. So there's a rumor going around that the Henry Cavill. Well, it's confirmed that Henry Cavill has signed a contract with Marvel to play in the next Deadpool movie. So the rumor is that, the recent rumor is that he's going to be playing Scott Summers.
Okay.
So
he would have to be an old. He would have to be an old. It would be an older Scott Summers, because Scott Summers was always young, right?
No. So it's not that he's doing a sex scene. It's so we were talking about how that, like,
no Steve.
That so I would have loved to see Henry Cavill play either Doctor Doom or Galactus, because I really feel like he would do,
if only,
really well as one of those two. Doctor Doom,
Doctor Doom, absolutely 100%. But they'll probably just get. What they're probably going to do. No, what they're going to do is get Pedro Pascal to play Doctor Doom.
But he's already Mr. Fantastic,
and
there's two different characters.
You don't get the joke anyway. Cavill fever.
Anyway,
Cavill fever. Hunter's got Cavill fever.
Point is, so me and him were discussing it, and he brought up a good point that they probably are going to make him even though we would love to see him play a bad guy, that he's going to be front and center. And now there have been many scenes with Henry Cavill. Well, I mean, not Henry Cavill. Cyclops, and being like, he wears tank tops, like he wears muscle shirts. It's a chance for them to put. It's a chance for them to put Henry Cavill front and center of the X-Men
in a tank top,
without a shirt on, or without a shirt. People who may not like the new stuff in X-Men, they're still going to go see the movie to watch the man parade around with his big ass muscles. Tell me I'm wrong in this.
Oh yeah. No, but what he's saying is in the same movie. Because Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, going up against Pedro Pascal as Doctor Doom, with Pedro Pascal as Johnny Storm, and Pedro Pascal as the Thing, Ben Grimes.
Hey, look, man. Honestly, the guy who they got to play the Thing. I was watching The Bear. That's the show that he's from. He does a really good Brooklyn guy. Like. He's not a bad. I think he's pretty good for the role. Honestly, like he basically kind of played the tough guys, which was Ben Grimm Thing. So I don't have any doubt that he would be a good. I mean, he would be a bad. He would be a good. I'm sorry. I doubt he would be a good Thing. Now, I don't know much about her acting profile. The girl who's playing Sue Storm. I know Pedro Pascal's asking. I think he's a great actor. I just don't think he looks like Reed Richards. And then
No.
And then Joseph Hugh, whatever. I don't know his last name. I've only seen him in Stranger Things. He plays a good D&D weirdo. I don't know what his range is. So that I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, because he played a good Eddie Munson. He was dedicated enough to learn to play the guitar and the Metallica song for that one role in that one scene.
Oh, that's Stranger Things, right? That's what
Stranger Things. Yeah.
Oh, that was God.
Like, he learned to play the guitar and to play that song just for that one scene. If he's that dedicated to a role, I'll give him his chance. I don't know what his range is, because he's a new actor, so we don't know his range. Because Johnny Storm is a playboy. He's Tony without the money.
Oh. Is he a stuntman in the comics?
I think so.
Or a thrill seeker or something like that.
Yeah, he's a thrill seeker. He's the younger brother who's always wanted to have fun, because he's not one of the smart ones.
Yeah.
Or he's smart, but he's not Reed and Sue level intelligent. Point is, I'm giving the dude a chance because I mean he was good in Stranger Things. We'll see how he is as the Human Torch. Like I said, the only thing negative I have to say about Pedro Pascal's acting,
Tony. But
the only thing negative I have to say about that is he doesn't look like Reed Richards. He
doesn't look like Richard. Yeah, John Krasinski. They had the dream casting right there, and they went and fucking killed him. Like fucking.
He didn't want. Okay, so John Krasinski did not want a long-term contract with Marvel. That's why
we don't care what the fuck he wants. We want him in the role because he fit the role. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
He didn't want to be committed to Marvel like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans was. He wanted. He's a director. He wants to do his own movies, respectively, of course.
Nobody wants to be committed to Marvel anymore. Brie Larson's out. Like it looks like she said something about. I mean, based on what she said on the red carpet, it was something like not wanting. I said don't need to talk about that when they asked her about a future with Marvel and everything. So it's like, it seems like she wants the fuck out. Which I mean, based on the direction that we see everything going, can you blame her?
And all she's doing is just if she doesn't get her, if the movie doesn't go her way, she just bitches that everybody it's our fault.
I don't think she did that though. I don't remember her ever coming out and shitting on the fans, like except for that one little questionnaire where that everybody memes was that a personal attack? No, she was just there. Everyone else was attacking the fans over all that nonsense. I don't think it was her though. Because believe me, if it was, RK Outpost would have made a video on it. No, fucking the Jeremys would have. Geeks and Gamers and the Quartering would have made a video on it. Because that's all they fucking did was video on Brie Larson. Every other goddamn no, with the Quartering it was like twice a day. Jesus, God, that fucker makes so many videos. Fuck. I think like Hypno's getting into the Quartering range on how many videos he puts out a day. Lots and lots of it. I couldn't do that. God. Oh yes, right. Oh yeah, Ryan. I mean, she's got nice. Anyway, what's the number one problem with Brie Larson? Her toes. Everything else, I ain't kicking her out of bed. Give me that booty.
I mean, I've never really looked at her toes because I honestly don't.
You don't. Care. Don't look it up. Don't. Just no. I wouldn't even want to torture the chat with that. No. Yeah. I don't think she's ever slammed. I mean, I give her that. Her and Daisy Ridley. I don't think either one of them have ever slammed the fans. No. No. She keep her socks on. Keep the socks on. Whatever.
What if she said she would do whatever you wanted for the rest of your life, but you had to like lick her feet for one night? Like she would never ask you to do it again.
Yes.
Well, we see that Kilter can be bought.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. It's just a matter of negotiating price. Brie Larson, her flat ass. I'd be more than willing and happy to get nice and some more investigative with her booty. Yeah, Rachel Zegler's a cunt. An absolute fucking cunt. That actually recently Disney had to I guess put her in the corner, put her in timeout. Police so now she's coming out, huh?
Police her basically.
Essentially, because she came out and had like a complete 180 on her comments about the original Snow White.
So Disney put the hammer down on her.
If Brie, okay, Hunty, you don't want to hear my what I would have to say about that. Okay. Yeah, she has an odd looking toe. Okay, that doesn't mean her feet are dirty.
You know, that reminds me of that. You remind me. Have you ever seen the movie Jack Black starred in it? It was Shallow Hal.
I've heard about it. I never watched it.
There's a character who, like, in the show, who always it's like his best friend who always finds like one thing wrong with a woman, and He breaks up with her over. Hold on.
Look, women have at least two things right with every, every woman has two things right.
The joke is he's always got this one thing wrong with a woman. There's this one girl he finds, she really likes him, and she wants to spend time with him. He can't get over the fact that the toe right next to her big toe is just slightly longer than her big toe, and that's what all I'm saying. It reminds me of it's like half an inch longer than her big toe.
Mm-hmm. Rachel Zegler is smoking hot, but her attitude and her mouth makes her ugly as sin. I said it, and I meant it. Do. Let's see. Bum. See, now I got this shit on my fucking brain. So, now that we're not talking about Rachel Zegler or her toes anymore, or Rachel Zegler and her toes. Fuck.
You mean Brie Larson and her toes?
Brie Larson's toes. Yes, her. Oh God, yeah. See, that's why you. That's why you give her mouth something else to do. Well, I went there.
No, there you go, making your misogynistic comments.
Hold on, Josh. Hold on. I clicked this up there before I read it. I'd rather have Brie Larson and Daisy Ridley than tolerate Rachel Zegler. I mean, can't disagree with you on that one.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go run to the restroom and refill my water bottle.
Yeah. I hate other people's feet. I don't see a problem with feet. I don't have a foot fetish, but I don't have a problem with feet. Ye oh. No, I'm not going there with this conversation. No, Steve. But they do make other kinds of ball gags. They're ring gags. That way you have anyway. There's not entire instructions for that sort of thing in case there's other things you wanted to do. La 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 la. Nice little break. I don't know. I genuinely I don't kink shame, but there's some that I do not understand. I'm not going to mention the two worst ones that I will never understand, but yeah, foot fetishes. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love women, every part of them, head to toe, top to bottom, left to right, up and down. But it's the fascination with the feet. Like personally, for me, I'm a peach guy. I'm an ass man, ass and thighs, 100% all day, every day. Uh-oh. Worked at a goth club. I know all about ring gags. See, this is what happens when I put this shit up and I don't see the whole thing. I should have known something at goth club. Millions of peaches for me. I know all about ring gags and what sizes they come in and how far too many men think they need extra large. Yeah. Yeah, just be modest when it comes to that. But also, I mean, at the same time, do you really want one that's too okay? You know what? I'm just going to keep going with it. Do you really want one that's too small? Because, if you get too engorged while in there, you can't get it out all the way and you start to panic. And then because the blood doesn't want to go back in the other direction, it gets stuck. Hi, chat. How y'all doing? It's goth bondage night on Dumpster-Fireside chat. How's everybody doing? Oh, there's so many places I could go with this, and I can't. I'm not going to. I don't pay attention to women's feet, but my dad does, which I still don't get because I don't care about that. Yeah. Yes, but most cock rings are elastic, or they have a button or a strap or anything that you can untie at just the right moments. Most of them are not just like solid metal rings because it's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing. There's no question about it, because if you're it's got to be elastic. It's got to be something that you're able to pull off because of that danger. Because if blood goes one way and then it doesn't want to go back the other way, sure, it's going to be effective, and then your blood's going to pool in the places where you don't want it to pool for long periods of time. Know what I mean? Oh, I want to talk about Avatar. It's like, oh, you're demonetized? I ain't even trying to be monetized on fucking live stream. I'm sorry. And the lovely conversations we get, and people just joining all of a sudden to the interesting conversations that have nothing to do with anything in the title or what you're seeing on screen. I'm not sure how I feel about that image now. Thanks, Steve. It's not as sad as some people. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh. Isn't bad. So I'm discovering that I have a scale for particular things. Like for animated shows, my scale ranges from Velma. Instead of 1 to 10, it ranges from Velma to Avatar. What that range is. When it comes to movies, I said this in the Discord. I mentioned this in the Discord.
You have no range, sir.
I do have a range. Like for animation, like I said, it's Velma to Avatar. Velma to Arcane. I fucking said Avatar. It's Velma to Arcane. Dog shit to masterpiece. For movies, right now at least, it's either Madame Web or the Marvels, ranging all the way to Dune. Denis Villeneuve's Dune, Part 1.
Which, by the way, we went and saw Part 2 Sunday night.
I'm going to see it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Central.
It was really good.
Yes, that's all I've heard. I've heard nothing but great things about it. But when it comes to live action adaptations, I range from Cowboy Bebop to One Piece as far as live action adaptations. How much I really enjoyed them. Shut up. So first and foremost, where I would put this, I've heard people say, well, it's better than M. Night Shyamalan's, but it's like, a buttered cracker is better than moldy bread. I wouldn't call this a buttered cracker, but I
think it's pretty damn good.
Do this,
but there are definitely some changes that
I'm not going to recognize the changes because I did not watch enough of the cartoon to be able to judge. I can only judge it for what it is and what it's presenting to me.
You see, I did.
You did. So some of the changes you can tell me about. Now you only watched the first 3 episodes, right?
Correct.
I got halfway through the 4th episode because I wanted to see what was going on. So in the first episode, my number 1 all-time complaint. The first episode was when the old lady went on her little the old lady in the water tribe went on her exposition dump. That was nothing.
Katara's grandmother, but
that was nothing more than the fucking intro to the cartoon, and it felt, my God, it felt so out of place, like ridiculously out of place. Why did they do that? And then the fire, like it was the speech from the intro to the cartoon, just an old woman saying it, like, who the fuck are you talking to? You're not delivering it around some campfire. You're talking. It's like, that's not how you deliver a line it's
nostalgia bait.
I know it's nostalgia bait, but it's poorly done nostalgia bait. I think it was poorly done. They could, like, all they had to do was put it at the intro, keep that as the beginning of the episode 1. Just that's it.
Yeah, they changed it to where
everybody knows what's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah. So they did also change the initial opening. It wasn't Katara. So it's supposed to be Katara doing the opening, but they made it for some reason. I'm pretty sure they did it for, I don't know, empowerment reasons, I guess, but it's Kyoshi doing the opening to the Avatar entry. Like the very first episode, it's Kyoshi. It's one of the previous Avatars which you saw in episode 2, I do believe. Kyoshi, the Last Earth avatar, she's the one who does the opening for the original show. The Earth, Fire, Water, Air.
Oh God, I don't like the actress playing Azula. I haven't seen enough of her. She's just like it doesn't feel right. She doesn't have the attitude delivery. I
mean the super cockiness, like
the
that.
Daughter.
She is the best, literally the best around, and no one can tell her different.
It's the delivery. It's the delivery of the lines. Like what little I saw, the little bits and pieces that I saw in the cartoon. She like the voice actor carries the role, and you have to. I mean, honestly, you have to do that whenever you're just a voice actor. And the actress playing Azula just didn't. It's like
I know. And honestly, I mean the dude who plays Fire Lord Ozai, is it Ozai or Ozen? I always get those two confused. Zuko and Azula's father looks spot on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't deny that. That's Daniel D. Kim.
The costume, by the way, the costume design in this show is a hell of a lot better than the movie. This is like, it's
the costume.
The costumes look so damn good, but I will say it is disheartening a little bit. I know you don't like him. I know Jason doesn't like him for the political views, but I love him as a voice actor. It's a little sad not to hear Mark Hamill playing the Fire Lord again.
Oh, I can't actually separate the art from the artist. I think Mark Hamill has lost his ever loving fucking mind on social media and needs to get the fuck off. But as far as his voice acting and his roles in movies, I still like
he played a fantastic Fire Lord.
Yeah.
There's
lots of exposition.
Well, honestly,
because they condense so much story down.
Oh yeah, they're skipping around a lot.
I don't like Zuko. I don't like this actor. I don't like the way they're portraying. He's too.
That's like exactly how he is in this show. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it really? I mean, bad?
It's but thing is, he gets character development. Like, so his father. So do you know why he has a scar on his face?
His father burned him and banished him. And
do you know why he burned and banished him?
Why?
So they were trying to do something to make a ruling for the Fire Nation that was going to hurt the citizens, right? It was going to make the people suffer more. His father finally let him go into the council. Like, so they basically, him and the other leaders of the Fire Nation they get together and they discuss the politics of their nation, And he told Zuko, yes, you can come with me. I'm condensing this, obviously. There's much more. You're my son. You need to learn to rule.
Why did they make Azula's firebending red? Why didn't they keep it blue? Why couldn't they do that?
That's a spoiler for me. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, okay. It's not really a spoiler. It's the beginning of the next episode.
Well, that's disheartening that her firebending isn't blue.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, real quick, Joshua, did you watch the entire season? Continue. Well, so we're not going to be able to hear him say it. It's going to be type
anyway. Zuko speaks out against his father, and because of that, just because he spoke out against him, that's why his father burned his face and banished him from the kingdom and tasked him with finding the Avatar, because they all thought the Avatar was gone. He basically sent his son away forever because he didn't think it was going to be. He thought, okay, this is permanently getting rid of him. So Zuko is obsessed with finding the Avatar and restoring his honor to his father.
Even though he doesn't want it.
This is his obsession. This is what he's portraying in the show. And then eventually Zuko eventually learns that he doesn't need his father's approval. And then he starts getting his character growth in season 2. He will grow as a character. He is supposed to be an arrogant, pompous, obsessed brat.
But is he whiny?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. See, honestly, this makes me want to makes me want to go back and watch the cartoon.
You should. It's fantastic,
but for the wrong reason. It's maybe because I want to see something better. I can't disagree too much with the 3 episodes. I don't know if it's the pacing or it's less exciting. I wasn't comparing this to One Piece. I wasn't overly excited to get to the next episode. I'm watching this because I want to see where it goes. Can't
like
disagree
the actor
with you on this one. I like Iroh.
Uncle Iroh, not
Uncle
Iroh.
Okay.
I really like the actor they chose.
I'm
for
going
Uncle
to
Iroh.
get the names wrong. Okay, I got the cast sitting up in front of me because I can't remember his fucking name.
Yeah, Uncle Iroh. Well, I think the guy who plays him is doing pretty good. They're not giving him a lot of moments, but I think they're saving there because I think someone spoiled it for me online that they're going to give us a big heartfelt moment from him because he does have a heartfelt moment in season 2, but I think they're going to skip it to season 1 just to try and get it out of there.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is it's a lot of story condensed into 8 episodes, 8 1-hour episodes. They came out before the show came out. They wanted to hit all the major plot points, and
that's what they're doing.
They skipping a lot of stuff.
The only really major
there's one major thing they skipped, and you'll see it in episode 4. It's kind of a big deal.
The only thing that major that I've seen, which my fiance disagrees with me on, is that I've noticed that there is no spark between Aang and Katara in this show. Like,
I don't see it yet.
Well, the thing is, like, throughout the entirety of their adventures, Aang is always like, he's still a kid, just so as a kid discovering themselves as like learning to like a female or a male, vice versa. Like, he doesn't really know how to like approach a girl, but you could tell he definitely has interest in Katara throughout the cartoon. There's been none of that in this show.
I don't think it's bad. Mid. So far, it's mid. It's not what I was hoping for more. I'm still going to keep watching it, and I'm definitely going to go.
The CG looks good. I'll give it that.
The fight scenes, the fire bending and everything, pretty decent.
Someone actually pulled a fight scene between. Again, I saw spoilers. Someone pulled a fight scene when Iroh and Zuko were captured by the Earth Kingdom with the chains. That was almost a shot for shot whenever they got captured in the cartoon.
Okay.
Like the guys tried to make it like every bending style has a martial art bound to it.
Yes, Steve. Yes, it is. But again, like I said, a cheese cracker being better than a cheese cracker is better than moldy bread. So judge it for yourself. I don't mind watching it.
If you like the cartoon, you're gonna find some differences, but it's a good watch so far.
I'm giving it a chance. I'm 100% giving it a chance. Like I said, when you mentioned that your internet was out, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go watch the 4th episode because, and then you said, oh, it's back on. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they fixed it pretty quickly.
Okay. Yeah, lucky you. My fucking internet was out for hours. Like I went to bed, woke up, and I think it was on the next day. The fucking internet, like I think it was on oh god, it was so frustrating. I was fucking
And the guy, now some so I think the 2 most accurate looking characters, or 3 most accurate, 4, I guess, is Zuko, Ozai, Aang, and Sokka. Like the guy that got to play Sokka,
wow.
He looks so much like.
Yes. Now, talking about Sokka, I have seen, like, again, one of the chief complaints that a lot of people have was the character of Sokka and the changes that they decided to make to it to tone down his misogyny, which is
he made a misogynistic comment in the very first episode. He told Katara to go back to the village and do things with the women folk, like when they were on the boat. I can't remember his exact words, but he said something about how she should go back and do something with the women while the men go out and hunt.
That one line in 3 episodes. He said there's been absolutely nothing. He didn't make a comment in the second episode
with the Kyoshi Warriors.
To the Kyoshi Warriors, which is like, that seems like a perfect opportunity for him to run his mouth.
He did run it a little bit, but not like in a bad way, honestly.
when you change a character's, when you change an aspect of a character that is important to the growth of that character in the original source material, I can't. God, the makeup. Wow.
I mean, he did.
Yeah, there. Can't disagree with you on that one.
What?
The Kyoshi Warriors. Hubba hubba.
Yeah. I mean, Suki did humble him a little bit in combat, which she does in the show. It's not.
She was flirting with him.
Talk about when she fought. She beat him. I'm saying
when they were sparring and she got him in a chokehold. She was flirting with him. She was trying to flirt with him. It was so fucking obvious.
She does in the cartoon.
I loved that fucking scene. She thought she was flirting with him. She thought she was doing something that would get him to like her. And she embarrassed him and she didn't realize it. That's like when he walked away, she was very confused. I liked that part. I thoroughly liked that part. Because I'm sitting there watching it, like,
that scene itself, like, that scene itself doesn't happen in the cartoon, but similarly, you know, she doesn't, because she doesn't know anything other than combat. That's all she knows.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's how they were raised to be.
Does he go back and get her? Does he go back with her?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, boo.
She joins them.
Oh, okay, cool.
She leaves her island and joins them.
I have a question. Are we gonna? Okay, what? Wait, I want to get the black.
Yeah, no. Suki becomes a bigger character after book one, which I call it book one. It's season one, but
I want one spoiler, and I'm going to look through the cast, and I don't see it. Joshua, I have a question for you. Where's Toph?
Season 2. She doesn't show up till after the battle of the in the North Pole. She doesn't even show up at the. She doesn't even show up till like the beginning, to like the second, like early. She doesn't even show up like the early episodes of season 1 or season 2. She shows up like later in season 2.
So I told this to Hoshi. I think all the child actors suck.
I think he's doing okay playing Aang's like wonderment and excitement about things, but like,
the line delivery is just like, Jesus God. Some of them, and it's moments.
It's not bad.
There's moments for each one of the child actors, especially Aang, that are just like fucking horrible. Some of the actors have more moments than others, but as a whole, it's like.
I don't think it's bad.
I think it's terrible. I think it. I mean, just some of them. God.
So another major thing they changed. You know how like Katara was sort of the way that Aang got out of the iceberg.
Sort of. She was waterbending.
She was waterbending. So I don't know if you ever watched the first episode of Avatar, the cartoon.
I have, but it's been a fucking decade.
So the real reason why she breaks Aang out of the iceberg is because her and Sokka are trying to fish. Sokka's trying to spear a fish with his spear, and then Katara realizes she might be able to get one with her waterbending. So what she does is she waterbends like a bubble of water and picks the fish up out of the water. Sokka doesn't realize it, accidentally hits the bubble with the spear, and then knocks it, and he gets soaked with water, and then the fish falls back in the water. He starts complaining to her about using her witch. He calls it witchy magic. He literally says your witch magic, and that basically he undermines her for using it. Then she goes on a temper tantrum, and because she doesn't know how to control her bending, she's like sitting there flailing her arms around, not realizing what she's doing because she has no control, real control over her bending. It's her anger and flipping out over Sokka's I use air quotes, misogynistic comments. That's what breaks Aang out of the ice. Is that her losing her shit and just angrily flailing her arms around and like unbeknownstly letting her rage overpower her, and that's what breaks the ice.
I think I like the live action better.
Really?
That's bizarre. It just losing her temper and freaking out instead of her just using her bending ability in control. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to watch it.
I'm probably explaining it poorly, but that is a major difference of how Aang gets out of the ice. Yes, Katara is still the one who breaks him out. Also, Aang was supposed to be fully conscious whenever they broke him out of the ice, because Aang's first words to Katara. So he wakes up from the ice. She's standing above him. He looks at her like she's an angel to him, because that's the first face he sees, and he thinks she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at her and goes, "Will you go penguin sledding with me?"
Katara is supposed to be a bossy naysayer and a motherly figure who preaches a lot about hope and chastises folks with moral lectures. In this series, she acts like a 14-year-old.
I mean, that is true, yes.
Yeah. So changes in attitudes, changes in that.
Also, Appa wasn't supposed to be able to fly right away.
Oh.
Appa was supposed to be like super tired from being in an iceberg for 100 years. And then like Aang showed them Appa. Like Appa was in the iceberg with them. And he was like, "Hey, we'll just go fly back to my village, y'all's village, and we'll meet everybody." And he's like, "All right, Appa, yep." And then Appa tries to fly, and he just like, "Nah, I'm gonna swim." And then like it wasn't until like the very end of the episode when they really needed Appa to fly. That's whenever he flies, like to save the day.
So minor changes, what some would consider major changes.
But I understand they're compressing it down.
Yeah. But what do you lose? Like, they compressed a lot in the One Piece live action as well, but I don't think One Piece suffered as much as I'm seeing this suffering for the compression. It's unfortunate. And of course, the Cowboy Bebop live action was just dog shit.
Oh, another thing they changed how Katara got that scroll for waterbending?
The one, okay, yeah.
If I remember correctly, they found the waterbending scroll in the Air Nomad Temple. It wasn't given to her by her grandmother.
Oh, so
and then her and Aang were supposed to start practicing it together, which Aang was in the live action show. Aang was like, "No, I think I'll wait till we get to the north." That's not how that goes down in the show, in the cartoon. In the cartoon, they both try it together. Katara's sitting there struggling to learn this, and Aang starts picking it up like naturally to the point it pisses her off.
That's what I was waiting for. That's exactly what I was waiting for, because the way in the intro scene, or not the intro scene, the first episode.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. It was she stole it from the pirates. They didn't find it in the Air Temple. My bad.
Yeah,
you're correct. It's been a long time since I've seen this show.
When Aang was talking about his backstory when he was growing up, like all the other kids were afraid of him because he was so powerful. He couldn't control his airbending, but he was a natural. He was so powerful, and I was waiting for them to do something with that with Katara. And it's like it just, and you gotta understand, since I don't remember those parts, I didn't watch those parts in the cartoon, it just felt like, well, that's what should happen, right? If they're both trying to learn together, Aang is going to be an absolute natural catch on quickly.
Actually, no.
Okay. No.
Aang struggles with the other elements because of his lifestyle. He grew up as a monk. That's why that's the difference between him and
Well, I know he struggled with
firebending.
With earth. No,
it was firebending the most.
Firebending the most, but I remember him struggling with earthbending with Toph. Right?
Yeah. He still picked it up. He still picked up a lot. A lot more naturally, though. He struggled with firebending the most. And the reason why he struggled with it the most is because he was afraid of it. Because the first time he used it, he burns Katara.
That'll do it. So the difference between... Yeah, okay. So the difference between One Piece is where one show has its creators involved, which is One Piece. The creators stayed involved throughout the whole thing. Now, with Avatar, the creators left halfway through development because of creative differences, and that's where the problems come in. A lot of people are noticing, and what they see is, what the problems that they see. The other doesn't. You can't make a good adaptation without the involvement of the creators who make the damn thing. Correct. I wholeheartedly agree. Earthbending, he had the struggles with. Firebending, he had psychological problems with because the burnt. Okay, yeah. Earthbending.
So, question: do you think they took
opposite of air? Yeah.
You think they took the scene where Aang was naturally better than Katara for reasons? Like the scenes like that he easily surpasses her.
I don't even want to fucking think about that. It's like, why'd they change it? Because you can't have a guy being better than a girl. It's like, fuck off with this shit. Just
wow, I think we might have hit a string
God
there.
for fucking bid, we have good storytelling and like something in a show that could cause strife between two characters. Who cares? Aang's better than Katara. Oh, we can't have that. It's like, no, it's part of the story. It's part of their
He's
character.
the Avatar.
It's part of their fucking relationship. God.
He is quite literally the Avatar.
He's the Avatar. He's supposed to be better than everybody fucking else. That's the point of his character. And of course, Katara should get upset about it and feel, I guess, more insignificant, not insignificant with her powers, but you know what I mean? Like
insecure.
Yes, thank you.
That she doesn't pick it up as quickly as he does.
So she's going to feel insecure, and it's going to cause something between them as friends, if nothing else. And that's part of good goddamn storytelling.
They still end up together at the end, regardless.
Yes.
So
I know, I understand that, but when you have good storytelling, when you have characters struggle in the story and struggle with each other, some sort of strife between them, and they get over it, they grow with it, they do, and they're stronger because of it. It makes for better characters, because people like anything like that. You have this show, this fantastical. They are essentially using magic to bend physics in so many ways, shapes, or forms. But when you have such a basic problem between two characters, a man and a woman, boy and a girl, whatever, that's where people start relating to the characters more. I have
a quick question.
Okay.
Because Aang is not just one person, he is every Avatar that's ever existed. Multiple.
So that's the same premise in the cartoon, right?
Hold on. Yes. Do we refer to him as he, him, or they, them?
No, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh God. No, I'm gonna quote Hunty. Don't give them ideas. Oh my God. He's quite literally.
Tell me that's not a good joke.
That's fucking hilarious. He's quite literally they, them. So Joshua says my problem with this one season is the fact that Aang doesn't practice waterbending because he's supposed to learn waterbending first before he learns earthbending in book 2, and then So see, Hunty, don't give them ideas.
I thought it was funny.
So should he? Well, I mean, Joshua's seen the whole thing. I can hear your soul's crying. Yes, God. Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me with that one. See, now I'm just thinking about the Kyoshi Warriors again, Mama. I need to get out. I need to get out more. Good Lord, I need to meet somebody. I'm going to become a filthy incel. Oh wait, I already am one. My channel is an incel channel.
But if you feel,
I told you about that, right?
No.
Oh, I was told my channel is an incel channel.
I got
some random commenter because I can't remember the video. Oh, it was about it was my video about Nexus mods banning ideological bullshit, but keeping the naked mods on their site. Essentially, I was making a joke. Taking the piss out of the whole thing. And somebody, how did I find an incel channel? It's like, you fucking idiot. Anyway, go ahead.
Circling back to what I was saying earlier, whenever Katara was pissed off at Aang for naturally being better, she does. So we're talking about cartoon. Yes, she in the when they go to the water temple, they do a time skip and like between episodes, and she actually does surpass Aang in waterbending in the original show. She learns to control her. I don't know if it's her emotions or whatever, but she does eventually surpass Aang as a waterbender. So they do make her. They let her have character growth, basically.
I was about to ask you a question, but I can't remember when. I can't remember when it happened.
Now, obviously, she can never surpass him if he's using the Avatar state, because that's just the ultimate version of a bender.
I was about to ask you a question, but it's in episode 4. Never mind.
Just to ask. I know how the show ends. Like, I mean,
you know the guy that says we're the good guys in the city, Jade,
or I'm sorry,
Jet.
Not Jade. Is it Jade?
Jet. I thought it was Jet.
Jet. It's Jet. Jet. My bad.
Jet. Yeah, I'm looking at his name. So him and Katara have a confrontation in episode 4, and he's pissed at her. She's pissed at him. You betrayed us. Blah 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 blah. No, you're the bad guys, and all this other stuff. And she goes to try and leave, and at that moment she's able to use her water bending to do the water spike. Knocks him up against the wall. He's got water all over, and now she's able to freeze the water. Okay. Just all of a sudden.
Yeah, that happens in the show.
Like, I know, I understand that happens in the show, but she's not surprised that all of a sudden she's able to freeze water. Nothing in the previous.
She could have read it from the scroll that we just never saw it.
I know, but it's stuff like that. To me, watching the show, that should have been unexpected to her. Like she was actually she was able to do it quite well. With no struggle or whatever. It was just like natural. And to me, I think she should have been a little bit more surprised, maybe. Because before that scene, there was nothing about being able to freeze water. Nothing. In water bending. So,
I mean, she does know, though, because remember, she grew up with waterbenders, that waterbenders can freeze water. I mean,
she was very, very young when her parents died. Or mother died, yeah.
Their father is still alive.
Like, let's see, what do we got here? Blah blah blah. All right, scroll up. But if they hear that Hoshi, they will implement it. Yeah. I feel like they should have done more with Zuko's scar to make it more bizarre. I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, his later comment, he said that that his eye becomes like Hunty's comment, that becomes more swollen and like it's more fucked up in the cartoon.
Yeah, let's see. At first, she had to learn from Aang in secret because the Water Tribe village women weren't allowed to learn waterbending. Okay. I thought it was just nobody was allowed to learn waterbending because the Fire Tribe attacked because of the Fire Nation.
It's both, really.
It's both. Okay. So did they still have waterbenders in the cartoon? Well, okay.
Yes. Oh, I think this is the ultra condensed version of live action. I don't think she was banned in the cartoon from using waterbending. I think it was mostly because they didn't want the Fire Nation.
I love you, Steve. I haven't looked at it yet. Zuko's burn was more realistic in a sense in the cartoon with how his eye was nearly swollen shut. Yeah. I mean...
small thing, and I think this is a cool detail. The cabbage guy. One that says "My cabbages."
My cabbages.
That is the original voice actor who played him in the cartoon.
Oh, no shit. That's cool. Oh, fucking his mouth. That's what she said.
I thought that was very neat of them to do that. To bring him back for the show. It's a shame, though, they couldn't bring back the voice actor who played Uncle Iroh in the cartoon.
So there's what Hunty said. Her village didn't learn at all, but the other water villages still had vendors. Like the one in the north.
In the north, the teacher won't train women because he believes in the North Pole, the the head bender believes that the men should be using waterbending for combat and the women should be using waterbending for healing because waterbenders can heal people with waterbending.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think that's what they were talking about. And he refuses to train Katara because she's a woman. And then so Aang goes and takes his class, starts learning how to do combat with waterbending, then goes and teaches Katara in secret. The teacher finds out about it, and he's like, all right, you want to take my class so bad? One-on-one me, bro, basically. And then she impresses him with her skill of combat, and he's like, all right, fine, fucking, I'll teach you how to do combat. And then and they do a time skip, and she literally becomes a master of waterbending, by the way.
Yeah. Southern Water Tribe only had Katara because the Fire Nation captured and took them away, and then they didn't have a giant ice wall to protect them. Live action adaptations always tend to fumble pretty hard. I mean, there is lots of difficulty because you're not going to have, especially if you take a cartoon with 30 episodes and you try to condense them down into 8, you're going to lose a lot of storytelling. So, what stays in, what goes out, and all this other stuff. You run the risk of losing character development, just like in this live action adaptation of Avatar. There were 2 or 3 water villages in the cartoon. Katara's was in the north.
There was only 2.
There were only 2.
No, wait. I'm sorry. My bad. There is. Yeah, I forgot about you're right. There's the Cajun benders. They live in the swamp, and they live in the swamp, and they make vine monsters because the swamp vines are so full of water that they can control the vines, make it look like there's giant swamp creatures around. And they do talk like us, Louisiana and coon asses.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker. I mean, yeah, I'm a coon ass, but I don't talk. I don't talk like that. No. I would have to struggle real hard to start talking like fucking like fucking swamp people. Jesus Christ. Shoot him, Jacob. Oh God.
Just remember your roots and you'll go back to doing it.
Oh God, no. I've never talked like that. I mean, it's
in your bones somewhere.
If I broke out Cajun Night Before Christmas, I can hit that accent while I'm reading that. See, no, we do not talk like Waterboy. Sorry, no, we don't.
Also, that was in Mississippi, I think, or was that No, that was Louisiana.
No, Louisiana. Damn foosball.
Some people talk like that down here.
God, please, just let me live in blissful ignorance, please. Oh God. Because all I ever think about is watching the Discovery Channel and wondering why on earth do they have subtitles in? I can understand everything he's saying. Oh shit, never mind. Fuck. So yeah, evoke the water boy. No, I ain't evoking the water boy. Hunty says no. He began to teach her because it turns out Katara's grandma was supposed to marry the guy and was from the village after the battle. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna watch the show. I'm gonna watch the cartoon. He begins to teach her. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna grab all the. How many books are there? Again, how many seasons are there?
There's 4.
4. It is 4.
But book 1, technically there's still. I think they're on book 1 for season 1 and 2. I'm not 100% sure. It's been some years. I haven't rewatched the show since it ended. Basically, so it's been a hot minute.
Wolf Cave or Wolf Cove? Wolf Cove. Yeah, that's the Southern Water Tribe. In the show, it's called Wolf Cove.
I do remember her grandmother was like his ex-wife, I think. Like the main waterbender teacher, like his ex-wife was, or his widow wife. I don't remember, honestly. It's been a hot fucking minute since I've seen the show.
So I've heard mixed things about Korra, so I don't know about that.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Okay.
I watched all of season 1, gave it a fair chance.
Yeah.
Didn't care for it. It is not. I understand she's supposed to be a new avatar, but it didn't hit the same levels of like, I like this as much as I liked Avatar.
Yeah. They tried to catch lightning in a bottle twice and failed miserably.
It's ironic you should say that because lightning is what kills the big bad, and well, his own lightning kills him because I'm not gonna spoil it. If you want to watch it, you can go watch it. I'm not gonna discourage you from watching something if you like it. A lot of people like it. A lot of people don't like it. I am one of the people who did not like it. Like I said, I watched the entirety of the first season.
Korra had a lot of fun characters, but Korra isn't one of them.
And they definitely made it. You're gonna hate, your favorite phrase, modernized for modern audiences.
Yeah, she's a lesbian.
Not till the end of the show, I think.
Because of course she is. Oh, so what else can we say about the first 3 episodes?
There needs to be more Uncle Iroh.
I like how I like Iroh as a character. I know everyone absolutely loves him in the cartoon, but just him as a character, he's the cool head. He knows.
No, it's because he at any point, the reason why he's so cool-headed is at any point he wanted to, he could stomp anyone's ass in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
He is literally known as the Dragon of the West or East. I can't remember that.
Yeah.
He is one of the if Avatar, if Aang wasn't around, he would be the most, if the Avatar wasn't around, he would be the most powerful firebender.
But I like the attitude. I like, how he talks to Aang just with this interest, with respect and interest and everything, and just avoids his questions about when Aang was first captured. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And everyone talks up his character so much. And the bits that I've seen in the cartoon, I've thoroughly enjoyed. So looking forward to watching it. This discussion, everybody in the chat and just watching the show, it's got me wanting to go and watch.
Iroh is literally probably the best character in the original series.
I want to see this. I love.
There's gonna be an episode that's gonna make you cry. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about it. He dies. No, that's shit.
Who? Iroh doesn't die in the show.
Iroh doesn't die? I thought he dies.
No, he dies in Korra because of old age.
Oh, okay.
They kill him. He dies off screen though, just like how Aang dies off screen.
Oh, well, yeah, fuck all that shit. Hey, the off screen.
Because it's like you
need a new character. Then you need to stop caring about these characters. Care about Korra. She's the only one that matters.
Because it's literally the next Avatar, which Aang had to have died from. I don't remember how Aang died. I didn't. Oh yeah, unfortunately, we cannot get the original voice actor for Iroh back because he died. Okay. You know the guy who played Iroh also voiced Aku from Samurai Jack.
Yeah, I can hear it.
But yeah, Iroh is probably the best character in the Avatar series.
Okay, that's not a version. I don't think that's a version of Toph that I should be looking at. She's supposed to be a young child. That's not a young child. Anyway.
Yeah.
What?
No, saying yeah, she's an old lady in the in Korra. Like only Katara, Zuko, and
what?
Toph.
Oh, it's the sorcerer from the Conan movies. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I know exactly who that is.
So yeah, I think in Korra, only Toph, Katara, and Zuko are the last from like Sokka's dead, Aang is dead, Suki's dead. They're all dead in the next series except for Katara and Zuko and Toph.
Everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody is dead, Dave. God, Bennett never should have woken him up. What's all this white stuff in? That would be Patient Officer Olaf Peterson. I've been eating half the group. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
from Ganymede to Titan, yes sir. I've been around.
You having a stroke?
Yeah, I'm having a stroke. What would they do? Like what Joshua said right here. If they made a live action of Korra,
no one would watch it.
No one would watch. That would be
they barely had the fans to watch Korra and the show.
Lista RD53169.
They almost canceled them if they really wanted to get their show out. So they pumped out the last 3 seasons, and the quality just kept going down further and further.
Well, people didn't like Korra because they don't like women in strong roles and lead roles and fucking bullshit.
Well, also, they for like the longest time they were teasing they were gonna do like an older show with the original characters, like them being adults and like doing later on adventures, and then they're like, nope, we're just gonna scrap that and we're gonna do the next Avatar.
And we're gonna kill all the characters that you know and love off screen.
Because the series didn't end with the show, the Avatar show, because they made graphic novels after the graphic novels are really good. Like if you watch the show, you should read the books, but the graphic novels they're genuinely good. Read them online though, because they're a bit expensive in real life.
Gotcha. So we'll see where the rest of the season goes. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna try to watch them over the weekend. But it is getting close. It is getting about that time. How? I know. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got coming up? Oh, back to the chat.
Well, we can talk about Dune next week.
Oh hell yes! I'm going to watch it tomorrow night, 7:00. I'm probably gonna. I've always wanted to do a fresh out of the theater. But how the fuck am I going to record that? I'm going to do something. I want to talk about it. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Thankfully, what's up, Sanguine? Thankfully, I have been staying away from spoilers, which is why I have to watch it tomorrow night.
I'll spoil it for you.
No, don't you fucking no, get fucked. Hold on. So, yeah, we're not going to spoil anything, you fucker.
He kicked me out.
Yeah, yeah, talking about spoiler, I'm gonna go ahead and put my mouse over that remove button. We don't spoil things like that. When it's dog shit, we spoil it all day long because it's dog shit. But when everything I've heard, absolute masterpiece. Apparently, it's projected to hit 150 to 175 million opening weekend. That is fantastic.
I will say something that's not spoiler. I swear.
I'm kidding.
My fiance can attest for this.
No. I know. Look, I know you're not going to spoil anything.
Prepare your eyeballs.
Oh no, I've heard it's absolutely fucking fantastic.
No. There are some scenes where it's gonna be black as night, and if you're in a theater and all of a sudden, like you're like sitting there, like your eyes are finally adjusting to the dark. And all of a sudden, bam, they hit you with the power of a million suns right in your face, and you're fucking blind.
Gotcha. Let's see. How's everybody sitting before I fucking do anything? Do I need to do anything else? No, I don't. I'm so happy. I don't have to move any fucking tickets around. I'm not worried about it. Boom. Yeah, I've heard, like some people, as far as the differences between the movie and the books, some nitpicks, and it's like, I'm okay with nitpicks. Because everybody's going to have a nitpick. You can nitpick the fuck out of anything out there, except for Arcane. But yeah, I am genuinely excited to see a movie, and that makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. And no, Steve, I'm not getting the popcorn bucket. I'm not even gonna. I can't bring myself. Yes, Fade is in. Oh, did they bring in Fade and Raban at the same? Look, no, you stop it. Be quiet, Steve. I don't want to hear anything about the movie. You shush. I can't wait. 7:00, 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night. 2 hour and 45-minute goddamn movie. I can't wait. Oh. I can't wait. Do. Anyway. What? What the fuck? Oh, I have an alarm going off. Shut up. No. Hello?
What?
So we're going to talk about Dune 2 next week, for sure. What else? Probably
The rest of
Avatar. And probably going to be, like, for me, I'm going to be picking up, I will probably pick up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
When I have money, I will pick that game up too, because I really want to.
And give it a go. Maybe get some stream it over the weekend if I'm not kicked off the PlayStation, because I keep getting kicked off my own fucking consoles on the weekend.
Hold on. Apparently, my fiance is wanting to type something in the comments. So,
okay, what we got?
I don't know what the hell she's gonna be typing. I'm assuming she's responding to someone's.
Yes, it looks like a fleshlight. Yeah, but it's a fisting fleshlight.
Let's see what she has to say. Oh, that's fucked up. No.
Hey, wait, me or him?
She's talking about me. She wouldn't make fun of you because she doesn't know you.
Would you put a hole in? Okay, I didn't see them. Put a hole in the bucket, in the bottom of the bucket. I mean,
oh, absolutely, yes. There's no doubt about that. If there was no one around,
that's some extra special buttered popcorn. Hello, Miss Hoshi. See, look, you're already popular. Everybody loves you. But yes, that's all we got going on coming up, and I'm sure I'll have another video tomorrow night and over the weekend, and some live streams. And what I need to do, I talked to my dad about this, and it's like every Monday I have nothing to do, and I get home and I'm always thinking to myself, I'm gonna go home, take a shower, get something to eat. I'm gonna stream a game. And I end up sitting around doing fuck all of nothing. Then 8:30 rolls around because I have it in my head that nobody wants to see me game. When I know that I love you all, I somehow, I don't know how, I got people that like to come hang out with me when I'm streaming on PlayStation. Thank you all. Thank you. So I need to get out of my own fucking head and actually start scheduling Monday video game live streams. I need to start doing that. Like from 7 to 10, nice little 3 hours, or 6. I would say 6 to 10, but well, we'll see. But something, just hanging out, something, video game live stream. I need to start doing that, and I'm gonna try to start this Monday with Final Fantasy VII. So if that's the case, then I'm probably gonna wait until Monday to pick it up and start my live stream. What do y'all think?
Sure, go for it. Do it.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking the chat.
Fuck you
he's
too.
He's really enjoying this movie, yeah. But his girl is so enthralled that she hasn't taken a bite. Oh, we love you, Steve. Oh, she keeps reaching for some. But anyway, that's all I got. What you got?
Well, I just got done editing the video for my final episode of Baldur's Gate 3 for the stream. So that's going to be uploading. It's uploading right now. I don't know when it's going to be, but yes, I know. I'm being made fun of by my own fiance at my expense. That's okay. She's mean to me anyway.
Yeah, you like it.
I do.
We're a bunch of fucking children around here, okay? We already know that. If we didn't pick on you, then we didn't like you.
That's a bold-faced lie. I get her with pranks all the fucking time.
So real quick, Sanguine. Fucking duh. I could have called that from a mile away because unfortunately there is I'm not going to name any names, but it's like half the fucking anyway. People have a problem jumping the gun, a massive problem jumping the gun with their videos, knee-jerk reactions instead of passing judgment on something, before a piece of entertainment comes out. I've said it before. Do not ignore the red flags. Never ignore the red flags. But passing concrete judgment to grab your torch and pitchforks and burn it all to the ground, I can't do that. I will never do that. I reserve benefit of the doubt because Disney doesn't deserve it. Square Enix, I think they ruined a lot of goodwill with that patch by not saying anything. It had to be caught after the fact. But to pass 100% judgment, I couldn't do that. Not yet. So, yeah, for right now, Tifa's Tiddies are safe. Yay! And correct me if I'm wrong. I think somebody said you could. There was something on Twitter that said you could play the entire game in that outfit, which is like, yeah, people will do that.
I think they do eventually.
They do.
Yes, they do.
They do. He said duty. Hero's duty. So anyway, if we don't stop, it's going to keep on going and going and going and going and going. So thank you all for joining us. It was always wonderful. I know most of y'all were. It's like we lost lost a bunch of people to Hypno. I'm going to fuss at him Saturday night. Bastard. That's no good. Anyway, but thank you all for hanging out. We love you always, and we hope to see you on the next one. Where are we at here? Oh, yeah, this one. Bye-bye, everybody.
Later.
Oh, yeah, you know how to say bye.